Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with Motor City Racing IMSA action. We are at Circa de Spa in the booth. With me tonight for the first time in a while, it's Christian Taylor. Christian, how you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling good. You know, it's only been 1 week since I called MCR, which you missed last week when I was at Talladega. But however, tonight I had to fly out on my own dime because I wasn't going to miss this one. We're in Belgium, ladies and gentlemen, the southern French quarters of Belgium. Here to race tonight at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps.
Yeah, well said. In the chat here, we got Steve Tucker chatting it up with Yummy Orb. Steve is concerned that this thing might end when it's dark.
Yeah, well, you know, these cars do have headlights, so it'll be all right.
I don't know. I mean, Steve struggles to get around the track enough during the daytime. If it gets to be night, we might be seeing some craziness happen. But right now, we're watching Chris Damclear out here in the GTP qualifying session. He is your pole sitter right now with a 202.277. Anthony Hutchinson, your pole sitter in the LMP2s. GTD Pros goes to Alex Lalande. And then in GTD, we got Quanah Locklear, I believe that's how he told us. That's how it said. Quanah Locklear with a 217.107.
Absolutely. So we're going to see who keeps that pole here tonight. But tonight we're racing on the 7 kilometers of speed, elevation, and pure racing soul from the La Suze to the Rouge and down to the Camel Straight. This is where legends earn their names here in Belgium.
Take a look there at the track map. We're here at the Belgium Francorchamps, whatever the hell they call it. All we like to say is Spa. It's 4.31 miles. Temperature outside 71 degrees. That's also the track temp. A little bit of altitude here tonight. We'll see if that plays a factor in tonight's race.
All right, you got to learn it, Blake. It's French, so it's Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps.
And Christian, I do not trust you at all with that.
I chat GPT'd it. It's got to be true.
All right, now we're looking around the speedway here. Julian Padilla, he's sitting in 6th right now, which is good enough, Christian, for last in the class.
You know, absolute speed and dominance. And hi, Connor. I see you in the chat, too.
We can't forget about Connor Jabari. He's already mentioned that this is going to be chaos tonight. Connor, let us know in the chat. What's the intensity meter at tonight, buddy?
Steve Tucker in the chat says Spa, Franks, or chips. Well, nonetheless, you need to get back out there and do another quali lap, buddy, because you only got through.
Yeah, Steve Tucker does not look very quick here tonight. But we appreciate you folks tuning in here to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are confirmed the world's #1 streaming service, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we're sitting at about 921 subscribers. We are just 79 subscribers away from the coveted 1,000.
And we cannot wait to get there. Stay tuned. Some exciting announcements. But Blake, I got a question for you. If I have a complaint or just want to talk junk about HMS TV, where do I go for that?
Well, you actually do it on another broadcast. You talk smack about us when we don't know who you are. That's typically how the other companies do it, Christian.
Okay. I'll make sure to keep note. Yeah. Interesting, right?
Absolutely. But Chris Damclear looks like he's locked it up. Quick time. Chris Damclear going to kick off from the pole position as the checkered flag is out. And folks, we are just about ready to get started here with Motor City Racing. We are at Spa here tonight. Our race, per the usual, here with MCR. Going to be a good one. You're not going to want to miss it. I believe next week, Christian, is the finale for season 4 with Motor City Racing already.
That is absolutely the case. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go away, because this is going to be a very intense battle for the championship here in the Motor City Racing League. You do not want to miss it.
Absolutely. And we're waiting for these guys to tow it up, and then we're going to get gridded here tonight. Going to be a good one here. A pretty good turnout as usual. 34 cars signed in here tonight throughout all 4 of our classes.
definitely going to be a great battle, as in the LMP2s. Your favorite racer on the track is going to be Anthony Hutchinson with a quick time with a 2.8-second lap. You know, Anthony's, did y'all ever, make amends?
Well, Christian, he messaged me earlier, and I looked in my chat and I saw a message from Anthony. I was like, oh boy, he's finally, gonna, throw out a rope here for me. But no, he's just talking smack. Says, I'm not watching tonight. You're a loser.
Yeah, fair enough. Definitely could just try to play nice. But you know who I don't see tonight? Let me make sure. Hold on. Nope. Puddles is not here. Oh, there he is. He's in 6th in the GTD class. So just flat out slow, even though he hates my guts, man.
Yeah, Puddles does not like you, but hey, the good news for you, Puddles doesn't look very quick here in the GTDs, so might be running towards the back. Now, Christian, I'm going to add one guy I'm a little disappointed with. Sean Akins has been killing it lately in that LMP2 class, just winning week after week. Well, he's starting 6th tonight in the class. What is going on with Sean?
I was talking to him before the race, and he was like, you know what? These LMP2 clowns, I need to teach them a lesson tonight. I'm going to start in the back and still win the race.
That's definitely an interesting decision. Let's see how it plays out here. He got an hour. Again, we're still waiting for these guys to grid up here, folks. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. And it is time. They are about to grid up. Let's find some patented tunes here to play in the background here. Oh, I got a good one ready. This is one of my favorites. We're changing it up tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Tonight, we are here with Motor City Racing at Spa. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. In your GTP class, in the front row on the inside from the pole position, the number 4, Chris Damcalier. On his outside in the number 21 machine, Braden Carlson. Row number 2 on the inside, give me the number 93, Nate Benarowitz. On his outside, Julian Padilla. Starting in the 5th spot, going to be Ian Drennan. And starting last in the class, Alan Jolison.
Moving on back to LMP2 class, you'll find in the pole position, Anthony Hutchinson. To his outside, Papa Slander, who will be tweeting all night. In the 2nd row, you'll find Casey Catola in the 88 machine and Trent Bollock in the 24. In the 27 from Ace Motorsports, you'll find Frank Pisano. To his outside, the 332 Hutchinson Motorsport TV owned Sean Atkins. In the 46, Bevan McCombs and John Espadada in the 81.
And then Nate Orlowski going to start last in the class, but heading on over to we're going to just punch them all together here, folks. The GT3 cars, we got 2 classes, but they are combined. The GTD Pros and the GTDs. In the front's going to be Alex Lalonde, followed by Jack Peterson, Michael Hickman, Hugh Locklear, Chris Hoyt, Caleb Ullery-Mao, Marcus Taylor, and Steve Tucker. And folks, if you're starting behind Steve Tucker, you're slow enough where we're not going to announce you. So you got some work to do. We're going to take that off the screen. We are ready to roll. Christian, who you think's going to win this thing in the GTPs?
In the GTP class, I'm going to say he's going to end his string of bad luck. It's going to be Nate B back there in that BMW, starting in like the 3rd or 4th position.
Nate Benarowitz starting 3rd or 4th there in the 2nd row. My pick to win tonight, I think Braden Carlson gets it done from that 2nd spot. He's had some serious speed lately. I think last week he ended up getting junked by Alex Lalonde, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, I definitely missed last week when I was at Talladega, but I'm looking forward to seeing some good racing here tonight in the Motor City Racing League.
Yeah, jumping back, here's the LMP2 class right here. The Greenville, South Carolina native, Anthony Hutchinson kicking off from that front row there. Oh, and the green flag is out. Your GTPs are underway as they head into turn 1.
Here we go. Here come the LMP2s now. Anthony Hutchinson leading the pack around turn 1, or whatever turn this is. Down the front stretch, and green flag is in the air for them too.
And here's the horde of cars, the GT3s, as Alex Lalonde leads the pack, and right on his back bumper, Jack Peterson trying to take him down. Logan Manor.
The chaos. Oh my goodness, already. Just trying to go 3 wide into the turn. They make it through. It's just a little bit of a stack up. Oh, never mind. Slide shot.
Did not. Boy, racing hard, going 3 wide into turn 1. Didn't work out for him. But we jump around the track, see what else is going on through the field. Alex Lalonde, your leader in the GTD Pro class. Jumping up to the GTPs, Chris Damclear, your pole sitter, is out front. And in the LMP2s, it's still Anthony Hutchinson. But here comes Papa Slander on his back bumper, Christian.
He is tweeting and driving. He's talking all kinds of trash about Anthony Hutchinson as he's driving. He's going to try to get around up here, heading through the turn. Does he get the run? No, he does not. As it seems like Anthony Hutchinson is going to drive away from him from now.
Absolutely. Pull up your track map here. We are at Circa de Spa. These guys ripping it around, an hour-timed race here with Motor City Racing on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in here, spending your Sunday night right here on the world's #1 streaming service, HMS TV. Jumping back to the GTD class, Q Locklear, your leader.
Definitely so. And I hear a lot of these drivers are tired tonight, Blake. I heard they had some little silly short race they ran, right?
Yeah, I don't know. They've all been whining. They've been racing so long about this, what do they call it, 24 hours of Le Mans?
Yes. And, you know, I heard that, you know, they did all that and all they managed was like the top end of the podium.
Oh, wow. They didn't even win, Christian. Wow, you're going to race for 24 hours and not even bring home a win.
No, imagine racing for 24 hours and finishing second. I mean, they're just lucky that HMS TV didn't put a car in there with me, you, and Jesse behind the wheel.
Oh, man.
Because we'd have won by 3 laps.
They've been done. It looks like Graham Gorley is junk. Oh, he just gets doored off the track. Oh, this is impressive. Dang. Oh, what a move. Oh.
Whoa.
Man, I was about to play the Tokyo Drift
until it wasn't.
Yeah, I was about to play the Tokyo Drift music there for a second, but fortunately, Graham Gorley is junk.
But now we're checking a look at the GTP class leader, the race leader right now, Chris Damclear, heading on away from Nate B.
You know, Christian, it's looking pretty dark, and I don't think Steve Tucker is going to be happy because we are going to have a night race on our hands.
Yep, there he goes. And Kermit the Frog has picked up a smoking habit now, apparently.
And the improper gesture as well. Not sure we appreciate that, Christian. What are we going to do about that?
We're going to need to censor it and fine Steve Tucker $25,000. So that's going to be a problem.
Q Locklear is junk. I'm trying to find that. I'll just have to rewind this.
Let's just take it on back, see what happened. As he oh my gosh.
It's like he just wipes it out. Oh, my. There's a turn there, Q. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
I think so. I think he had a technical issue. Yeah, look, he's still on the gas. There's an issue. There's a equipment issue, equipment failure. Quanah Locklear just absolutely junked it.
Dude, I think he passed that when he hit the wall, man. So we go another replay here.
This is also looks like Logan Manor. He's just checked up due to this incident. And then we have Eric Jeffrey. He slows down as well. So not sure what happened to him, but we're going to go back live here. Jumping up front in the LMP2 class, Anthony Hutchinson, your leader out front.
As Nate B has a meatball now. Lovely. My pick to win it is junk.
Unbelievable, man.
Don't even see what happened to him.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
He is junk, whatever happened. Yeah, I don't have anything indicating that he even went
how
off
far
track.
we have to rewind.
Yeah, normally
he's
I
done.
at least have an off track or something, but there is nothing for him. So let's rewind this a little bit. I mean, I don't want to go around here for 2 laps, but let's try to find it. Oh, it doesn't take long. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh.
So here's Nate Benarowitz. He thinks he's sitting pretty. Well, not for long.
This was some second. This was some second, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, he's not okay. Oh my goodness.
Well, he is done for the night here, folks. As we pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle board, take a look at this new feature, folks. These are the closest battles on the speedway right now. Just keep in mind, though, the position, I don't think that it's going to sort it by classes. Yeah, it's not. So that's P8 overall battle between Katola And it's going to jump around because the race just started. But those are your 3 closest battles on the speedway right now. Right now we're watching Casey Catola in the 3rd position, trying to hold off Sean Akins.
Meanwhile, while you were talking about the battle board, Blake, Matthew Elmore, Puddles, and Graham Gurley crashed. I don't know if it was the same incident. It was really close together there.
We'll watch Puddles. I'm not going to go through every one of these.
Puddles just, biding his time around the turn here. And just right in front of him, comes to a stop. Okay.
Like
so that's probably most of them there.
It looks like he got dumped there. Puddle's able to keep it rolling, though. Just had to check up. But right now, Anthony Hutchinson, your LMP2 class leader with Chris Damclear out front in the GTPs. Down in the GTD Pro class, new leader Jack Peterson trying to take home the victory from Alex Lalonde. Now in the GTD class, Caleb Ulrey Mao, your leader, after we just watched Q Locklear absolutely junk it, smoke the wall. He's got to be done for the night.
Definitely so inherited the win possibly, but who's going to be contesting that is Steve Tucker in the 2nd position now, 2.4 seconds back. He's not out of it yet. He has his pack of marbles, and he is driving Kermit the Frog that's going after him.
Yes, Steve Tucker looking good so far, but Christian, it's getting darker every lap, and we know Steve is no ringer in the darkness.
Somebody just goes off the course. They need to take reminders of what the track is. It's so dark you can't even see where you're going, apparently.
Watching Steve Tucker on the bumper right now. See if he can make a move. Rocking that number 23 GT3 machine in the GTD Pro class, sitting in the 2nd spot. Beautiful car designed by Brantley Roden. HarpoonDesign.com. Get your NASCAR paints for starting at $25. Head on over to HarpoonDesign.com. Hit that little red button below the beautiful logo. I'm wearing their shirt right now, which you can also buy on the website. What a great deal for that shirt. How much did that shirt put you back, Christian? I saw it looks pretty good. I think it was like $20 or something like that. Let me confirm that. I will tell you momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, folks. So head on over harpoondesign.com. You can not only order your paints that start at just $25, you can get a shirt. There's some other gear too. We watch Steve Tucker in that Harpoon Design GT3 machine. You can get a shirt, extra large, $18. What a deal. Wow. That is dirt cheap. He honestly needs to jack those prices up. That's just unfair to him. I mean, if you go to anywhere else, any other merch site, it's like shirts are like $30. So, I mean, like, you better go before he marks these prices up. Absolutely. And checking out the chat here, we got Connor Gerard. We have Agent 87 in there. Steve Tucker, of course. All kinds of fans here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We appreciate you folks tuning in here. We are going into minute number 9 out of the hour-long race. You're watching Chris Damclear out front dominating this race. You know, Christian, how come they don't install lights around this track? Well, I mean, it is a... Hold on, let me be accurate here. It is a 7-kilometer long track, so it's a lot of space to light up there, buddy. Well, they need to get it done because I want to see some NASCAR racing out here at night. Yeah, NASCAR's chances to go to Belgium. Did you hear the outroar because they went to Mexico City, which is, you know, landlocked to, you know, according to Hocevar, yes. Well, hey, I think the drivers would be a lot more happy if they decided to head on over here to Circa de Spa instead of the dump of Mexico City, which rivals, which rivals Sao Paulo, I might add. Okay, interesting note there, but I would love to see Cup cars here in an iRacing race. Of course, I don't think it'd be logistically possible in the real world, but. Well, right now, Christian, we're taking a look here at Marco Benetti, and I tell you what, I have not been impressed by Marco Benetti this season. He's in the GTD Pro class, and Christian, the admins might need to start considering sending him down to the GTDs. The motion of class would definitely be gutting for Marco. He's going to try to prove you wrong here tonight, Blake. Well, another guy that's been out here, boy, this guy's been a weapon some weeks. Edison Toole. He's rocking that Four Loco number 19 machine. He is a fan favorite out here, and he's always slamming those Four Locos while he's racing in the car. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we saw the Four Loco team 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you about last week, but 2 weeks ago, they were absolute weapons on the track because they were so drunk. Four Loco spares no expenses for their drivers.
Not at all. And then behind him, a little further back, Tyler Mantle. We saw Tyler Mantle last season, Christian, make one of the craziest moves. Absolutely junked a guy in a faster class just because he passed him. Did it on purpose, too.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. It's intentional wrecking, huh?
We drop back here to the GTD class. Your buddy here, Puddles the Duck, sitting in the 4th position, trying to get to the podium in the GTDs.
You know, me and Beyond Johnny were having a conversation about how Puddles don't like me the other night. And Johnny was telling me how he just don't understand why Puddles is such a bad guy.
It's kind of crazy. You know, Puddles has always been great with me. You know, he's actually, me and him are buddies now. We actually hang out all the time.
Wow. I don't get it. I don't get why he's so mad at me.
There's no telling, but Anthony Hutchinson's still your leader in the LMP2s. Looks like Casey Catola is reeling him in. He's less than a second behind him. Already Mao involved in a wreck here, Christian. The board's moving while I'm clicking that. It keeps doing it. There we go.
You'll get it one day, Blake.
Let's take a look here. Already Mao. Oh, wow, they go 3 wide.
3 wide.
He gets dumped. Oh.
Absolute bummer for him, man.
Now, Christian, you know what that means?
What's that?
It means one thing. Take a look.
Of course. Why would you not inherit a race win? And it's by 5 seconds, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, your GTD class winner is Steve Tucker. Congratulations, Steve.
Well, there's still a long way to go. Steve is known for having maybe some incidents occasionally, but let's see what he can do. Can he pull off his 2nd win of the season after he won just, I believe, 2 weeks ago at what track was that, Christian?
Yes.
No time. Dan Gorley's drunk, though.
That's like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen him junk it tonight.
It's every week, Christian. Graham Gorley, this guy, I feel like he wrecks 8 times every week, but hey, he's got the heart at least. Oh, he's
It was
done.
the Red Bull ring that he won.
He's done. Graham Gorley says, I've had enough. This is terrible. I'll tell you who's not had enough. Your overall leader, Chris Dampclear in the GTP class, out front by about 2 seconds on Braden Carlson. We drop back to the GTD pros. Jack Peterson still out front, able to hold off Alex Lalonde. A 2-second gap here for Peterson. Can he hold on to it as we're heading into minute number 14 of the evening? As these guys continue to rip it around, we're going to take a quick break and be right back here. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you fans. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
We are back here at Spa. Looks like we had an incident with the GTP car and one of our leaders of Steve Tucker. Here's Ian Drennan. Let's take a look what happens. Okay, so he spins out here. Let's see. Hang on. Maybe when he rejoins.
We're going to keep it rolling here.
No, not sure what they were arguing about nonetheless. Ian Drennan, we saw him spin out there, but, well, he's still rolling. So that's what happened with Ian Drennan, just a minor spin. So Steve Tucker, your GTD leader in the GTD Pros. Jack Peterson still out front. A 2.4-second lead for Peterson. In the LMP2, still Anthony Hutchinson holding off Casey Catola. Looks like a 3.3-second gap there. And in the GTPs, Chris Damclear. Looks like Carlson, though, is right there with him.
Going to be a battle for position here soon. Speaking of battle for position, Sean Atkins and Papa Slender are going to be battling. You got a 3-car battle right here, basically, for second, third, and fourth.
Let's hop on board here with Papa Slander, see what he's seeing out of his front windshield, trying to run down Sean Atkins and Casey Catola for that second, third, and fourth position.
As they're kind of driving off from him now and having their own battle.
Well, Papa Slander just pulled his phone out as soon as we hopped on board. He heard we had him live.
Yeah, he's just trying to tweet too much. That's his problem. That's why he won't ever succeed.
Yeah, my
Somebody
guess
who's
is
trying to succeed, though.
Yeah, my guess is you're gonna. Oh gosh, Aikens looking to do a bump and run move.
Oh my gosh, this is that Aikens. You know, he said he wanted to start at the back and work his way through, but I didn't think he meant wreck the people.
You know, I've been talking with Sean a lot lately. You know, we've kind of feed off each other. He gives me a lot of LMP2 advice. I've been giving him some NASCAR advice, and I think he's taking that stuff to heart here, Christian. He's out here driving a little dirty.
You didn't teach him the old stock car bump and run, did you?
Yeah, you know, that's actually what we've been working on this week. I didn't expect him to do it in an LMP2. We know these things are like glass statues, but he's going to try it out.
Looks like CK going to work away from him a little bit here. Almost half a second, but he's closing again.
Yeah, we jump back here in the GTD class. Steve Tucker out front by over 5 seconds. You know, Steve was concerned about the darkness. Well, he's looking pretty good so far. Still a long way to go. These guys are going to have to pit once still as we're in the minute number 21 coming up here shortly.
Well, as the band Disturbed said, sometimes darkness will show you the light, and Steve Tucker is going to be taking that advice here tonight from Disturbed.
100% is Jack Peterson, still your leader in the GTD Pro class. Lalonde 2.5 seconds behind. Can Lalonde figure something out?
Listen to that car when we were on board, man. That car sounds beautiful.
Sounds illegal to me. Let's hop back on board.
The sound of the McLaren engine as they just stay right here. This is the Rouge, one of the most famous sections of racetrack in the world.
Yeah, that's actually my best section of the track there, Christian.
Well, it's the wide open section, so of course it is.
Absolutely. And, you know, this section right here, I'm okay. But then coming up, there's this hard right-hand turn. Sometimes I forget, and I shoot off into the sand right here.
Yeah, that sounds right about you. It's like a little nook in the track. It's like the track's sweeping right, but then it has that little nook in it that just really messes you up if you're not paying attention.
100%. You know, Christian, I was kind of surprised. You know, last Friday night, we did our Hutchinson Motorsports TV dash for no cash. I actually decided to hop in an Indy car because it's a multi-class race. We had Indy cars, NASCAR Craftsman trucks, and also GT3 machines. I said, you know what? I'll hop in the Indy car, even though I've never ran an Indy car race at any road course. We were at the Charlotte Roval, and somehow, I mean, I ran 42 laps. I never spun out myself. I think I got dumped once or twice by somebody else, but it was kind of a surprisingly easy run.
That's shocking for you, Mr. Oval Man. You can't. Your Darlington scares you, much less the road course.
And honestly, I was pretty impressed. I ended up bringing home, I believe I was third or fourth. I think I was in third. Brought home third. Even though 2 illegal guys, I should have DQ'd them. Honestly, they somehow beat me.
Oh, I'm sure they were illegal. Listen to that motor, man. This McLaren has definitely got to be illegal.
Let's compare it to Steve Tucker. You know, Steve Tucker is also in a GT3 class. He's just in the GTD class. This thing sounds like junk.
Compared to that McLaren, I like the Mercedes myself, but daggone, compared to the McLaren, this motor is junk.
Yeah, Steve Tucker driving around a pile of junk right here. He's on the back bumper of a BMW. Not sure who that is in front of him. Might be Edison Toole. Yes, it is.
It is, in that 4Loco machine.
So Edison Toole in the 7th position in his GTD Pro class. Right on his back bumper is the GTD leader. Steve Tucker better, you know, if I'm Steve, I might, you know, chill out a little bit here. You don't want to get involved in an incident.
Speaking of incident, Marcus Taylor seems to have crashed in the pit lane. See what happened. If he actually crashed, he might have just slowed down at pit speed and it said he crashed, ladies and gentlemen. So might be the case here.
Looks like
yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's just pitting normal. But we go back live to your race leader.
Yeah, let's hop on board. Listen to this motor here.
These are the cars that just sound fake almost.
You know, I mean, I'm sure they're fun to drive and whatnot, but these things are basically spaceships that are like hardly even race cars in my mind.
Oh, they are fun to race. I've bought like 2 different GTP cars, both for 24-hour events I did not run, but nonetheless, it was fun.
And then we'll compare them here to these spec cars, the LMP2.
On board with Anthony Hutchinson here. Definitely sounds a little bit better than the GTP class.
Absolutely. I'd say they're almost like a regular car, you know, but honestly, my favorite car out there always going to be the GT3s. I feel like they're basically regular cars with race car parts on them.
Pretty much they are. I will say the best sound in IMSA style racing, if you go back to Chris Dampler in that Cadillac, they have electric motors like when they're at lower speeds, but then it like kick starts into the V8 horsepower that it is. It does sound good. At top speed, you don't really get that sound, but at lower speeds, it does sound pretty good.
Absolutely. As Dam clears, trying to pull away from Braden Carlson, a 2.2 second gap for your overall race leader and in the GTP class. Again, Jack Peterson out front in the GTD Pros. He's got a 1.6 second gap. Looks like Lalonde starting to reel him in just a little bit. Let's take a look at Lalonde here, see what he's rocking.
He's in that Ford-powered Mustang. Wow. You just gotta listen to it for a second.
Is he even flooring it, Christian? I think he's scared.
I don't think he's all the way down. No, that El Rouge is just scary for Lalonde there.
Yeah, you know, I've been trying to work Alex Lalonde through that La Rouge there. I mean, I've been telling him all week long how to hit it, and he just hasn't figured it out yet. Arthur Ramirez is young. And again, I know I'm saying that name wrong, but I don't care. I'm sticking with Ramirez. Nope, just goes down pit road.
So our crashing thing tonight's a little messed up, so y'all gonna have to bear with us. We're used to seeing red and trying to show you guys some excitement, but right now we're kind of just single file racing. The only battle on the track is gonna be back in the 4th position in the GTD Pro class. Chris Hoyt is caught in the back bumper of Hickman.
Wait, did you say battles, Christian? Like this?
Yeah, sure.
The HMS TV battle board, folks. Again, those are battles for the overall positions. Like P16, that's P16 overall. And there it is. Those are the closest battles around the entire circuit right now. Looks like Hickman trying to hold off Hoyt. Then we have Akins holding off Slander. That's Papa Slander. And then Steve Tucker trying to hold off Marco Benetti. But that's not really a battle. That's it combines the GT3 cars. So Benetti is in the GTD Pros while Tucker is in the GTDs.
And it'll usually do a pretty good job of showing you the class battles, especially once they get separated well. But yeah, it'll be fine. It's a good judgmental thing.
Absolutely good to see. And, you know, we'll obviously tinker with that throughout some time here. It's kind of a pilot program we've worked on and threw it together this week. As we watch Steve Tucker, he has a 10-second lead now, Christian.
Wow, just he's flying away with this one, smoking his Marlboros and flicking people off. Every car, I heard that every car that passes him or that he passes tonight, he's flicked off so far.
Checking out the chat, we've got Jesse Becker in the chat, Christian. Who is that?
That is a good old friend of mine. I haven't seen him show up to work in ages.
Wow.
He had his baby.
Oh, I remember him.
You know, I can't even play around. I held his little baby tonight, little Miss Allison. Oh my, it's just the sweetest thing ever. Jesse and Crystal did a really good job, and they make really good parents.
Absolutely good to see him in the chat. We have Drake Garrison in the chat, but he retracted his message. Uh-oh, he might have had a mean message for Hutchinson Motorsports TV. If anybody knows what Drake said, let us know.
Uh-oh.
But I'm not seeing Drake Garrison out there tonight. Are you, Christian?
I don't.
Looks like he didn't.
What do you
make
mean
the race.
retracted his message? Like deleted it off the YouTube comments or something?
Yeah. Message retracted.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, he retracted a message. I think he flipped the bird to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, and he said, "Oh, I better get rid of that." Well, we know what you did, Drake.
Oh my goodness. And it looks like the pit started. We've seen multiple people down pit road as Ian Drennan has his meatball now, apparently. Oh man.
Well, that, you know, Christian, there's only a few things in life you can count on. You got death, you got taxes, and you got Ian Drennan junking his GTP in the MCR IMSA Series.
There's not going to be any GTPs left.
Feels like every single week Ian Drennan just junks it somehow. Not sure what happened. Trying to find. Oh, here we go. We got it, folks. Here it is. It's a good-looking car, though, I will say.
Especially at night, you know. Oh, what happens here?
Hang on.
He pits.
Oh, I don't know why I got two notifications for that. So he has a meatball for something. I have no clue what. But we jump over here. Jack Peterson out front in the GTD Pros. Looks like that lead is under a second as Alex Lalonde has reeled him in. We have a battle now for this GTD Pro Class lead.
I can only assume Ian must have wrecked it on pit exit or something, but I don't think the camera's caught that. We'll keep on rolling as looks like Trent Bullock's going to be working on Papa Slender over there in the LMP2 class. Oh, never mind it. He just like stopped apparently.
And there's no telling what happened there, but take a look at Papa Slander here. Good night so far for Slander, sitting in the 4th spot. You know, Christian, if he would quit tweeting while he was racing, I could see Papa Slander maybe battling for some wins this season.
You know, it would be nice to see. As Puddles might have had an incident.
See what happened?
All
Puddles,
kinds of stuff
the
going
dog.
on now.
Well,
Just
let's
stay
see,
on
Rick.
him right here because he towed apparently. Gonna keep an eye.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, Puddles! What was that, bro?
All right, boys, let's hop on board here. Here's Puddles the Duck. Listen in.
Oh my goodness!
Boy, I'm sure Puddles was hoping that we didn't catch that on the broadcast. Well, Puddles, you've been busted, pal.
That was something. You know, I bet Beyond Johnny's gonna love that one.
Man, somebody clip that,
Beyond-
actually. Somebody clip that
Yeah.
on the stream for us or mark it for us.
Yes, definitely. Please do.
So I'm looking around the track here. Let's take a look. I think it said Ulrich Mao left after he left pit road. So let's see what happened here. Pit road's being a little sneaky on these guys. Oh, no. Did you do the same thing, Christian? Nope.
Let's just keep an eye. Does he spin it off turn 1 with cold tires?
Still waiting.
I don't know.
I mean, it said he crashed
Keep an
after he
eye.
left. No. No clue why it said he wrecked. Yeah, it definitely doesn't like this track. It's saying everybody's wrecking every lap because all pit entries it counts. Sean Aikens crashed according to this. Let's see if that's right. Hang Hang on. It's jumping around so much, it's impossible to click anything. Just give me a minute.
Looks like maybe also pit road entry.
Oh, yeah. All these guys go down pit road here, so that's all that was. That's why I was jumping around so much. So yeah, this track is not very good with our log event thing because it is jumping around all over the place right now.
Gortsy in the chat says he might just retire the car early every race and watch the race on HMS TV. That would be a real smart move for you, buddy.
Yeah, Gortsy. Hey, let us know who you are out there, by the way. You know, we can't tell with the nicknames, but that'd honestly be probably the best decision, honestly. But you know what? If everybody did that, we wouldn't have any races. So I don't know. I mean, you can always watch the race after, but you can have it on the side. So maybe have your phone propped up next to your wheel while you're racing, and then you can rewatch it after the race as well. Jumping around here, we got Drew Leonard. Haven't heard much from him, sitting in the 5th spot in the GTD class. Ian Drennan is done for the night. Name.
I don't blame him. Look, somebody was pulling. No clue who it would be, but somebody was pulling off the wall there.
We have Bevan McCombs sitting here in the 7th position in the LMP2s. Well, I tell you what, for old Bevan McCombs and Nate Orlowski, Christian, they may need to demote these guys in the mini LMP2 class or something.
Right. That's Alex Lalonde might have crashed now. I don't see pit entry right after it, so.
Yep.
And slide job.
Look at this. He's doing donuts out here. So here he is, hits the curve. You know, I warned Alex about this happening. What's he do?
Oh, man. Oh, that could have been a lot worse than it was. He just pulls it over and says, yeah, I'm done.
Well, you know, Christian, Alex did do the 24 hours of Le Mans, and he might be tired. I think he's just done.
Oh. Tired after a short little 24-hour race. Oh, what is this? No way.
Not sure what happened. Anthony Hutchinson has gone from first to the back here. Looks like he flies off the track here at one point. Let's try to see if we can see what happened. Oh.
Aw. Gutting move for Anthony there.
Yeah, it goes from the lead to 5th. So he's got some work to do if he wants to get back up there. But CK, Casey Catola, he's not scared of a little race. He ran the 24 hours of Le Mans, and he doesn't care. He's out here, and he's leading the LMP2 class.
But unfortunately, it's only a matter of time. He's not allowed to have good luck. As we're just over halfway now, I promise you something bad is going to happen to Casey.
Wouldn't shock me. And then in 2nd place, the Hutchinson Motorsports TV LMP2. This thing is a rocket ship, and it's been illegal all season, but they haven't caught us. So let's see if Sean Atkins can put some work in and run down CK. Chris Hoyt not happy with something like this.
Oh, my gosh. We might have to go to Chris Hoyt and just rewind.
He is yelling right now, folks. Something happened. Let's rewind this. Don't have anything in my log event here, but... Oh, here we go. All right, let's get this off the corner. So let's start it here. So here's Chris Hoyt. He's out front right now. This guy gets beside him, makes the pass down the long straightaway. He says, you know what, Chris? Give me some room, loser. Door slams him.
And it ain't over yet. There's another hit.
Wham! Payback.
Oh, my gosh.
Looks like some heated racing there, folks. So what happens is it looks like Hoyt runs him off the road here in this corner, and the guy cuts through the middle, and maybe a semi-retaliatory return on track here. So Hoyt throws him off the track. Here comes the 97, whoever that is, just doors him, says later, loser. That's Michael
Chris
Hickman.
Hoyt audibly upset.
Yep, Michael Hickman. So Hickman and Hoyt involved in an incident. Steve Tucker narrowly gets around him.
As if you look up in the log, you'll see that Eric Jeffrey left pit lane and then immediately crashed. I wonder if we have another pit wall incident.
Papa Slander's junk as well, so let's take a look here. We saw a guy leave pit road just fine earlier, and it said he wrecked, so let's take a look.
Right there, probably he got too slow. I bet that's what happened. And it.
Papa Slander crashes. Let's see what happened to old Slander. Slider.
And
Chris Hoyt's
Herbert.
junk. Chris Hoyt's junk, and he is mad. Oh,
He's pulling in the pits. It was Herbert was talking about the same guy that wrecked Chris wrecked him.
uh-oh. If it's Hickman, that's who it is. Let's see.
I mean, well, he had a car on the inside, and he tried to take the turn like there wasn't. So, I mean,
Well,
you can't really blame Hickman
Although
for that
I don't know,
one.
Christian, hang on here. So look, going into the corner, it looks like he just kind of breaks late and shoots under him. Here's another view.
This will be a good view.
He does kind of dive bomb him there. I don't think there was any
Oh, yeah,
chance that guy was going to
no.
make that corner. So
He would have shot out to about where he stopped at if he made the corner. So yeah, I can't blame him.
yeah, so he gets dive bombed. I believe that's probably Hickman. Yes, so Hickman does a dive bomb of a century. Had no chance to make that corner. Probably would have just shot straight up the track if there wasn't a car there. So he dumps him, says, "Later, loser. You're trunk, and I'm good." He continues.
Yeah, Hickman definitely might have a qualifying ban next week for sure.
Tell you what, he's running good, though. He's sitting in the second position with the GTD Pro class. You know, he sees Alex Lalonde is out of this race. He's licking his chops. But the bad news is he's 19 seconds behind Peterson.
Yeah, it definitely would take some misfortune from Peterson for him to catch here tonight and win the class. Speaking of winning in class, Steve Tucker's still out there 12 seconds ahead.
Boy, this guy, he needs promoted. I tell you what, they need to put him in the GTD Pros tomorrow. This guy's sandbagging.
Oh, he would hate that. He would still hate that.
But we look over in the LMP2 class. Casey Catola, still your race leader. Looks like he's pulling away from Atkins out front. 5.5 second lead. New race leader in the GTP class. My pick to win. Braden Carlson taking over the top spot. Michael Hickman just
Wow.
crashed. Oh, no, he went down pit road.
He pulled it in the he pulled it in the pits. He has a black flag, I'm assuming. If I had to take a guess and I was a gambling man, I'd say he hit the incident marker and has to do a server drive-through.
Yeah, probably. You know, when you hit every car out there, you're eventually going to get that drive-through, and it looks like Herbert Panetta goes down pit road as well. Maybe he wants to fight him. But it's pretty
Braden
dark
Carlson
here,
in the-
Christian. Here, and we are in the hills of Belgium, middle of nowhere. There's not a hotel within 2 hours. But we're going to get this race in the books. We still got 19 minutes remaining here with Motor City Racing on Hutchison Motorsports TV.
Casey Catola up 5 seconds still, trying to bring it home. He's had a rough season. As you can barely see anything now. It's just so dark. We're just watching headlights go around the track.
Pretty much. I'm trying to find a good angle, and there's just really isn't any. And these fans have no clue what they're even looking at right now.
Yeah, I can promise you in 24-hour racing, there's not many. Never mind. I can't talk apparently.
Yeah, but hey, I'll tell you what,
There's
these
never that
fans,
many fans in the stands.
These fans have been standing still the whole race. They haven't even moved, Christian. They haven't got up to get a
almost
drink
like
or anything.
It's almost like they're lifeless or something, you know?
It's kind of crazy, but we go up, and wow, can you believe it, Christian? The Harpoon Design blimp is here tonight. Brantley Roden is in Belgium with the blimp.
You know, Brantley's installed lights on that, so you can still clearly see that thing up there in the night sky,
look at
and
this
it's
shot.
a beautiful sight. Look at the shots that Brantley could take from that drone shot.
Incredible. Wow. How does he do it? Head on over, harpoondesign.com. Get your paint. They start at just $25. Speaking of Harpoon Design, Christian, Steve Tucker out front in that GTD class. Let's hop on board as he lets an LMP2 go by. Or is that a GTP? I don't know. It looks the same to me.
I can't tell you for sure, but he lets another car by too. So that's the car he's been around constantly, it seems. That's the 19.
It's a GTD Pro class car, I believe.
Yep. The 19 of Edison Tool. So that's the second place position of GTD Pro. If that says anything about class splits.
Well, I will say, you know, the pros are, most of them have junked it looks like. We're down to Peterson, Toole, and Benetti, basically. We saw Mantle was involved in some incidents earlier.
So you're saying if Steve Tucker was in the GTD Pro class, he'd actually be in third of this race right now, probably.
Yes. He would be on the back bumper of second, sitting in third.
Wow. You know, I think they really should promote him then. I think he had a shot up here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to message CK Casey Catola. I believe he's the league owner here, and I'm going to have to get Steve Tucker for the last race, put him in the pros where he belongs.
Absolutely. I promise you he'll be successful over there, man. Successful.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to be able to win over there in the GTD Pro class. But, hey, a good run so far. Steve Tucker out front in the GTDs. In the pros, it's still Jack Peterson. He's led this whole race. Casey Catola out front in the LMP2s with Braden Carlson, your leader in the GTP class.
Carter Gerard with some wisdom in the chat, Blake. I want you to react live to this one, okay? Tonight is the night where no one can feel the sunshine.
Wow, that is touching. Connor Gerard. That's great, Christian. Some of the best advice I think I've heard.
You know, it's nighttime, and I definitely can't feel the sunshine.
Well, folks, we got 16 watching right now. Click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back. You're watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are at Spa with Motor City Racing.
My life in the sunshine.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
We are back here at Spa. We're watching Chris Damclear try to reel back in Braden Carlson for that battle in the race lead for the GTPs.
Steve Tucker smoking his Marlboros, and more complaining happening in the race radio.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, Christian, I thought the complaining stuff was a short track or asphalt racing or NASCAR thing, but not the scenario.
What's that?
But a sub just came in, folks. Daryl Young with a $2 super chat. Daryl Young is so rich, Christian. I tell you what, I wish I had half the money Daryl Young has.
I hear he is Steve Tucker's #1 hater out there.
Yes, he is. Daryl, can you believe Steve Tucker is out front? He might get his second win ever here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
My, oh my. What a... Daryl's going to have to witness this live, man.
Yeah, I'm so glad you made it. Daryl, be sure to let Vector know to get in here. Vector needs to drop what he's doing right now and witness greatness because Steve Tucker's out front by 9 seconds right now. Is he going to choke? Let's hop on board, see what Steve Tucker's seeing at the front windshield.
We do have a battle for the lead going on, too, by the way, Blake. As Chris is right on the back bumper of Carlson here.
Looks like a half-second separation, too. They're coming up on a slower car. I assume that's an LMP2. Again, I can hardly ever tell. And he's flashing at him. That's what you need to do. If you don't flash at them, they won't see you ever.
As the cars are going to get separated here by the class who's going to stay out of their way. But Chris is going to keep trying that battle as he's going to fly over, trying to get some draft on him as they head into this turn. Hard right-hander. He's got the speed going through it. Does he keep that speed coming out of this Estes, if you will? Kind of gets a little squirrely there. He's just trying to overdrive it, but so does Carlson.
Yeah, again, this is a battle for your race lead in the GTP class. Chris Damclear is a little bit faster than Carlson. He goes off the track. He's going to lose some ground, has to get back to work.
Unfortunate for Chris there. He was all but had him there. But going back to Steve.
So here's Steve Tucker once again. Daryl Young Jr. tuned in to witness greatness here. Steve Tucker might be the GOAT of GTD racing, Christian.
Definitely so. I mean, just a GOAT. Absolute GOAT.
This guy's just honestly incredible. I don't know how
Smoking
he does
his Marlboros and flipping people off.
Yeah, honestly, you know, when he first joined MCR, I thought he was a joke. I thought he was out here, you know, just killing time. But I didn't realize who I was messing with. This is basically today's Michael Schumacher.
Back it up. He's still in the GTD class, buddy.
Hey, a win's a win here. And you're on the world's #1 streaming service. If you can get multiple wins, not many people have accomplished that feat.
Definitely not. But Steve Tucker is on the way to do it. For sure.
Now, Daryl, if you're still tuned in, do you think they should promote Steve to the GTD Pro class? I think he needs promoted. He needs to quit racing for wins and race with the big boys.
So we do have 15 people watching, so everybody, let's take a community poll here. Are we going to promote Steve Tucker? Let us know in the chat.
Well, let's start the poll. Give me a second here, folks.
Oh. Blake's going to be getting this poll ready as we're watching Jack Peterson, your GTD Pro class, up 43 seconds from Edison Tool. That is just a dominating performance in the GTD Pro class. He seems to be unstoppable here with 6 minutes to go. Definitely going to be your race leader, winner, class winner, if I could talk, if everything goes right for him.
And Christian, the poll is up. Take a look. Take a look in the chat, folks. You're going to see a poll. Does Steve Tucker need promoted to GTD Pro? And another sub or something just came in. Let's take Daryl Young just donated $5. This guy's a millionaire, Christian.
He says Steve Tucker is the Detroit Lions of GT3, almost always finishing last, but occasionally greatness. And yes, promote.
Well said, Daryl. You know, I never really thought of that. I think you're 100% spot on. Daryl Young
and
Jr.
there has
gets to take.
There has been 6 votes so far, and all of them yes. So Steve Tucker is most definitely getting promoted.
Yeah, Steve, you're cooked, buddy.
as Chris has made it back up to Braden Carlson. Gonna
we
be
got one
battling
no in.
him hard.
We got 1 no. 8 votes in, 7 yes, 1 no. And it's probably Steve. He probably got on his phone.
Uh-oh. As we might have a pass, they're going to be side by side heading into the turn here. Does he make the pass or does he get it to him? He has to back out briefly as he's still going to be right there heading on the inside of this right-hand turn. Some intense side-by-side battle.
Boy, these two are duking it out right now. This is a battle for the overall race lead with just 4 minutes remaining. Chris Damclear, we know he's a little bit faster. Can he find a way around Braden Carlson as these guys racing hard?
He's trying to take advantage of that like little draft behind him in the Porsche here, following the Cadillac of Carlson. They're heading down a little straightaway here. Does he get the dive on the inside? No, he's going to stay patient as he does have 2 GT3 cars in front of him that's going to hold up the race leader, and hopefully Chris can capitalize on that.
Daryl Young with another $2 super chat. Daryl Young, what's he say? Oh, well, whoa, Daryl, you need to watch it, buddy. We're going to hide that.
He's talking about the horrible Chicago Bears.
That's uncalled for, Daryl. Come on, man. Who would talk bad about somebody else's team? That's crazy
Well,
talk.
actually, Blake, I hear you all the time are talking bad about the Vikings constantly too.
When?
Oh, as we got a pass for the race lead, side by side. Is he able to capitalize? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, crossing the start finish. Carlson going to hold on to the lead for now. Damclear still trying to find a way around him. He's going to look to the inside, though, going into turn 1.
Does he make it work this time? It looks like he may. He has the advantage of the right turn. He's keeping him wide, too, making sure he's staying off his line. No contact thus far. Chris has been all over it and makes the pass.
Boy, Damclear was
Rouge.
working on him for, I don't know, 3 or 4 laps there at least, and finally gets around him. We are running out of time. These guys, the lap times are about 2 minutes, so I'd say there's just probably about 2 laps left or so here, Christian.
But I'm not going to let you get away from it. Are you not constantly in the Discord that Daryl and Steve all hang out in talking trash about Daryl's Vikings?
What? I never do that, Christian. That is crazy.
I don't know. As Braden's trying to take back his race lead here. Oh my gosh, he's having to do some evasive maneuvers as Chris Damclear.
Well, I thought Damclear was about to junk it there, but I think he was just kind of swerving down the straightaway, maybe trying to shake the draft or something.
As it looks like he's going to be pulling away ever so slightly up to 0.4 of a second over a Damclear. Excuse me, over Carlson.
And one last time, let's pull up the best battles on the track. Here's the best one around the speedway, folks. It is for first overall, Chris Damclear trying to hold off Braden Carlson. Next closest battles looks like for 14th and 16th overall. And we got another thing coming in. Daryl Young with another $2 super chat. What's Daryl have to say this time, Christian?
He says the next time you talk about the Vikings, you're going to be banned, buddy.
That's wild, Daryl. Thankfully, I never do that.
I can confirm. I've seen it.
Let's see if they take the white flag this time. Can you see the flag man here?
Honestly, we can't see anything on the track.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
This is so dark.
There's no telling. I assume, they have to be taking the white. Yeah, that's the white flag. I see the flag waving. So white flag is out. This is the final lap around the circuit. We are at Circa de Spa here with Motor City Racing on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The closest battle on the track. How about it, folks? It's the battle for first overall. Chris Damclear trying to hold off Braden Carlson last lap around.
As they're almost halfway through the track, this track has 4 sectors. They are on to the second. They have a GT3 car as Chris is matched hand for hand with Carlson behind him. Carlson's trying to make his way through the SS here as they're going to be heading down to a hard right-hand turn to try. He's only got about 10 more corners to make his move. Does he race him clean? Does he move him? He is right there on the bumper of Damclear.
Well, Christian, I'm thinking if he moved him, that would be crazy talk here. This isn't NASCAR we're watching, but let's see how it plays out here as they're going through the Hutchison Motorsports TV S's.
You know, it may not be NASCAR, but you know, you get to it to where you just want to win. What would you do to win? As Carlson gets blocked by a GT3 there, but he's going to dive to the inside, doesn't get the run.
Looks like he's running out of corners here. Just a couple more to go. Chris Damclear out front. Going to have this long straightaway, basically, and they call it the what's that, Christian?
I'm not sure about the long straightaway.
It's not really the straightaway.
I thought you knew.
Well, I don't know. I've been practicing other tracks lately, you know.
Yeah, were you thinking it was the Rouge? This is not the Rouge.
But it looks like for the final time going through the corners here, it looks like a bit of a run for Carlson. Can he make a move? He's got nothing for him as he gets to the back bumper. Out of the corner, checkered flag waving. Who's going to win it? It's going to be Chris Damclear taking it home in the GTP class.
And at long last, in the LMP2s, you find Casey Catola. He's on the second half of the track, making his way around. He's going to be the next class leader to cross the finish line. Actually, no, Steve Tucker.
Steve Tucker going through the final section of the speedway. Your GTD leader has a 7.5 second lead. Unless he just absolutely chokes and junks it, he is going to win it. And the checkered flag's out. Steve Tucker wins the GTD class.
Moving up to the LMP2 as Steve Tucker takes the line. Here he comes after a season of some misfortunes. The LMP2 class winner heads through the final bit of the chicane. Not gonna try to jinx it. We're gonna wait for him to get there, as anything can happen here at Spa. Your LMP2 class winner is gonna be Casey Catola, who is disqualified for not flashing his lights.
Yep, disqualify him. And I tell you what, I know I'm proud of CK. He ran the 24 hours of Le Mans. He wasn't crying like all the other races. Oh, poor me, boo-hoo, I'm tired. I've been racing, you know. I mean, hell, you got like 10 people on a team. It's not even that big of a deal. But here's Jack Peterson going through the loops here. Going to take this long stretch. He's going to bring it home in the GTD Pro class. Taking it home, GTD Pro winner, Jack Peterson. Christian, if you would get the class winners lined up in the waiting room, if you see them out there, that'd be great. As we're waiting for Peterson to finish, taking his time.
He's just taking a sweet old time out there for sure.
Hurry up, Jack.
I don't see Steve just yet.
I know where he's at.
I know where he's at, but he's not in here. Steve, come on over, buddy.
He left over there.
Oh, there he is. All righty. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, pulling it off in the GTD class, we find Harpoon Design's own Steve Tucker. Steve, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
I sure do.
Welcome in. As you mastered Spa at night, you were definitely concerned with the night moving into this race. It seemed like in the comments. Walk us through that one.
Oh, yeah, it was just advertised as a day race, so it kind of threw me off that we were going to be ending in the night. But, you know, it's all right. We accepted the challenge, and we pulled it off.
Yeah, great run for you, Steve. You know, you basically dominated the thing after an early wreck. And, you know, we have a poll going right now. Our fans, we asked them if Steve Tucker should be promoted to the GTD Pro class, since he just seemed to be dominating. And it looks like out of 9 votes, I think 7 said yes and 2 said no.
Yeah, a lot of yapping in the chat, especially from the booth as well. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but we have 2 races left to go in this season. I'm pretty sure, a pretty healthy lead for the GTD. It's unfortunate, you know, all jokes aside, because, I mean, I think Caleb Mao and somebody else had some issues in that first lap or two. So You know, when you do a lot of these races, especially the endurance races, it's not necessarily about who's the fastest, right? It's about who can just make lap time, make the laps, keep it, keep it clean, have the GT, Ps and all them LMP2s get by you, nice and clean. That's what it comes down to, that endurance mentality. So, I mean, yeah, pulled it off today. Really happy. I love this track, and yeah, a lot of fun, man.
Absolutely. Again, great job out there, parking it in victory lane for the second time of the season. And, real quick before you go, can you believe Daryl Young Jr.? He's trashing other people's football teams in the chat.
It's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know why he's trashing them. I think the Vikings are maybe 2-6 or something. I don't know, three, and they're just abhorrent right now. And I don't know, Patriots right now. My boys 6-2 after today. So, I mean, I don't know. Statistics talk and BS walks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has to be. Oh, Daryl Young just put another one. He said, "Tell Steve to shut up. He talks too much." So there you go, Steve. You
Well,
have anything
I'm sorry,
for
I can't really hear him from the winner's circle right now. I'm doing burnouts. I've got smoke in my eyes. I don't know what's going on right now. I need to go in and pit.
All right. Well,
All right.
Steve, congratulations. though. Parking in victory lane, second time of the season, your GTD winner, Steve Tucker at Spa.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that was Steve Tucker. As mentioned, he's out there. He can't see or hear anyone over his celebrations. But now we move on to the GTD Pro class. After a dominating race, you'll find Jack Peterson, the second place person wasn't even in sight in his rearview mirror. Jack, that's Blake and Christian up the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in after a dominating performance tonight in the GTD Pro. Like I said, you couldn't see anybody in your mirror just about all race. Walk us through that one.
Yeah, Alex, he kept me on my toes on the second half of the first stint. His car, just faster on lower fuel, so I was having to really maintain my my pace and my tires. And by the time I got into the pits, I decided to take tires he didn't, and I guess he spun. So I don't know what's up with that. I haven't talked to him about that yet. And then from there on, I was just kind of doing some laps, helping out some friends, and I saw I had a pretty good lead, so I just backed off and just finished her. And yeah, it was a great time. I love Spa. It's such a fun track.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely tell you could get around here. Absolutely dominated this race in the GTD Pro class. You won by, hell, I think you lapped the field, honestly, but has to feel pretty good. I'm not sure how many wins you got on the season, but has to feel pretty good heading into the final stretch of this season, and you should be looking good in the points as well.
Yeah, I think this is win number 3 for me. Had some bad luck, in the middle of the season, but feel pretty good about this one. Next week is going to be an unknown. I haven't done much GT3s at Suzuka and Le Mans. I'm just not a fan of the track, so it's going to be interesting last few races for me. But having that points lead is going to help a lot now.
Absolutely. Hey, before we head out, were you on any teams this weekend for the Le Mans event?
I was helping out the 212 racing team. I was just crew chiefing for them. But other than that, I was actually out doing some trail cleanup, doing some real life, clean up nature, clean up some off-road trails. So.
All right. Well, hey, that's pretty cool you to do. And well, hey, once again, congratulations, though. Parking it in victory lane here at Spa. Did a great job out there. Tonight's GTD Pro winner, Jack Peterson.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jack Peterson from the GTD Pro class winner. But, it's been a long season for this next guy. It seems like bad luck finds him. But tonight, Spa was his to take home. Casey Catola in the LMP2 class. Casey, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy.
Blake, Christian, what's up, fellas? How we doing tonight?
Doing good. Welcome in. I feel like it's been forever since we were able to talk to you in the booth. Races, the luck seems to find you. You get took out by other people's drama, but you found it here tonight. Walk us through tonight's race. I know you probably saw Sean coming up behind, not coming up behind you, but like catching over the race. Walk us through that one.
Yeah, it was, just watching Sean on the Delta was the biggest thing. We got the gap up in traffic around 7 at some points, down at 4 at some points. Traffic giveth, traffic taketh. It's just managing that. And then the last 10 minutes or so, It's just making sure he didn't get inside 4 seconds. He had a little incident coming out one of the corners, and that pretty much was wraps from there. Shame to see Anthony drop it on cold tires. He was pretty quick all race. Caught him a little bit in the pit cycle. Don't know how I caught him by that much, but came out like 1.3, so was kind of looking forward to a battle. But yeah, like you guys said, took a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of icing on top of the weekend after Le Mans. So no, it's good. Excited for a break though.
Yeah, CK, that's one thing we were talking about in the booth. All these guys, they've been whining, saying, oh, how hard of a weekend they had. Well, you just sucked it up. You hopped out there and you just parked in victory lane here. It didn't even bother you.
No, Spa, I think that was our only saving grace. It's a track we've all done before. But yeah, no, it's all good fun. Got to show out, represent for the league, show up every week. It's all good fun. Great group of guys. So hope it was entertaining for you guys up in the booth. It was a good race for us.
Absolutely great race from start to finish here, finishing in the dark at Spa. Your LMP2 winner, Casey Catola.
Yeah, boys, appreciate you guys as always.
All righty. Well, thank you, Casey. And ladies and gentlemen, that was your LMP2 class winner. But now we move on to the big clash. Your GTP race winner tonight. After a last 10-minute battle, he caught him, he fell back, and he caught him again, but passed him this time. We're going to have Chris Damclear in the chat. Chris, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy? Chris, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
Uh-oh.
The man of many words is Chris Damclear tonight. We'll give him another minute to come back to us if he's gonna be there. He may have stepped away from his computer.
Yeah, I think he's working on it. I think I heard him tune into my stream here. Oh, he left. He's probably gonna try to pop back in. Give him a minute here. He might be working on stuff. But while we try to figure that out, folks, we appreciate you tuning in here to Circuit de Spa with Motor City Racing. Here is a great race from start to finish. A lot of action, lots of passing. And let's see. Do you see him again here?
He left and came back.
Well, he left and went to the other one. Hang on here, folks. We're going to try him out again. We want to try to get to talking with our GTP winner. He popped in that other chat for a second, and then he disappeared again. He probably can't manually join this channel, I'm guessing.
Probably not. Oh.
All right, folks, again, we're still waiting. So while we wait around for that, we're going to let Larry McReynolds tell you a quick message. We'll be right back, and hopefully we can interview our GTP winner. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Spa, still trying to connect with Chris Damclear, our GTP winner. I see him over there. Let me try to drag him again.
All righty, Chris. Let's try this again. This is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
Hey, yeah, I do this time. Sorry about that.
No worries. Welcome in your GTP race winner here tonight. After a intense last 10-minute battle, you caught him, fell back, then caught him again and passed him this time, and then held him off. Very close racing through the last 3 minutes there. He was on your tail trying to run you back in. Walk us through how that felt out there.
Yeah, that was a fun one for sure. The pace was there earlier in the race, and when that sun went down, I lost a bunch of time, and he did a really good undercut at the pit stop there. So it was a lot of fun, man. I was almost out of fuel, so doing a lot of lifting and coasting, but ended up making it, and fun one.
It definitely looked like, like Christian mentioned, you caught him, Braden Carlson there at the end, and you kind of went off track, a little lost the ground, but about the next lap, you were back to that back bumper and able to make the pass and hold him off here at the end of Spa.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Braden's fun, man. He drives safe. You can always trust him out there, and it was a good time.
Yeah, but hey, a great job. Has to feel pretty good heading into the final parts of the season. Now, were you a part of any of the teams this weekend in the Le Mans events?
I was not, unfortunately, but a lot of the guys did it, and I think a couple of them podiumed. So good for them.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you stayed fresh and focused on Spa, and it looks like it worked out. You park it in Victory Lane. You know, next week I think we're heading to Suzuka, I believe Casey said. How you feeling about your chances over there?
I'm excited. That's a great track. It's a driver's track, and that'd be a good time.
Absolutely. Well, hey, before you head out, though, you got any shout-outs or anything to add for the fans watching at home after you park it in Victory Lane in your GTP car?
Oh yeah, big thanks to everybody back at the Porsche factory, everybody in the pits, my 2 cats. Yeah, it was a fun one, and see you guys next week.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations once again. Your GTP winner, Chris Damclear, winning it, and got to shout out the cats.
See you guys.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was your GTP race winner there. Blake, that was an interesting race for sure. You know, very close battle with the GTP class at the end. Not so much everywhere else.
Yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of ups and downs. We had people, you know, make runs and fall back, and we had people junk it. So a little bit of everything here tonight at Spa. Definitely an entertaining race. Good to see him finishing in the dark here. Cool to see the headlights and all that stuff. But next week at Suzuka, it's going to be definitely entertaining. I'm not sure I have been to Suzuka yet, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But all I know is these MCR guys, they're going to put on a show like they always do.
Always do. And just stay tuned to that next Sunday night. But we got a week with jam-pack action out here for y'all. Coming up tomorrow night, you have the Wheels America Racing Cup Series, where me and Jesse will be on the track, Blake in the booth.
Absolutely. And then Tuesday, we're going to head into the Stars and Stripes series. Should always a good one. Wednesday, we got the doubleheader as usual. I'll be on the the Superstar ARCA Cup Series, while Jesse and Christian doing the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. Thursday night, we head over for the Average Joe's iRacing Truck Series. That's always a fun one. Fridays, we take off. We do our Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for no cash. If you're interested in joining, check out our Discord channel. It's in the description for the video here. Join. That was a good time for that. And Saturdays, we do our Redemption iRacing Truck Series. So, again, looks like 6-7 series every single week here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Jam-packed as always. But, folks, that's all we got here tonight. In the booth for Christian Taylor, I am Blake Hutchinson, and we appreciate you folks tuning in. Till next time. See you later.
42 right there with him. Smokes them. Oh my goodness! Oh! The whole field is junk! It's a parking lot! They door slam each other. Checkered flag in the air. It's gonna be too close to call. Oh, he just got smoked! Oh my goodness! He got dumped in the IMSA Racing. Caution is out. Oh! He's dead! Toward each other with their chunks